Hello everyone, and welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, and let's just continue where we left off. Yes, which is the start of glow season. Which is very pretty. Hello, Anemone. Did we... Oh, no, Tang. Hey, Mom. No Mars? Oh, right, she wasn't going to go outside. So, of course, she's not there. Hi, Diz. Where's Dad? Oh, didn't mean to do that. So, let's do that. What do we want to do? Maybe some more deliveries. Yeah, let's deliver supplies. It's been a while, but it's time to attend a meeting of the Secret Fun Times Club. Mars started the SFC years ago when you were little kids. Tangent and Tammy agreed to join at the time, but then you all got busy with other things and forgot about it. And then Tammy died. You meet in an unused conference room in Command, which Mars says is perfect for a secret club. Club President Mars brings the meeting to order. Tang, Vice President of Writing Down Secrets, records the meeting notes on her holopalm. As Vice President of Fun Ideas, it was your job to come up with something for the club to do today. You chose making friendship bracelets and brought all the supplies you'll need. Today, Mars announces, we're gonna make friendship bracelets, and I have an even better idea. We're gonna sell them to people for kudos. That isn't really how kudos are supposed to be used, but Mars is hard to argue with sometimes. The three of you spend the afternoon braiding bracelets out of recycled bits of wire and bright plastic packing straps. Your hearts aren't really in it, though. All three of you know that Tammy would have been much better at this than you. Making friendship bracelets was one of her favorite things. She was always giving them to people and didn't expect anything in return. It's eventually Mars who calls the meeting early. She takes all your misshapen bracelets and looks at them dubiously. I don't know if people will want to trade their kudos for these, but I'll do my best. I'll put the kudos in the club treasury. Meeting adjourned. You ask Tangent if she thinks Mars is actually going to sell them. I think so, Tang tells you, but the club doesn't even have a treasury. She'll probably just keep the kudos for herself. She doesn't seem to care. Get to work. We made it. Okay, we need to rest. It's daytime when the emergency sirens start up. Well, what passes for day. It's still nearly pitch black except for an eerie green twilight glow on the horizon. You look towards the gates. They're open. Wait, they shouldn't be open. Oh wow, now we really need to rest. The alert blares out of every speaker in the colony. It's the same one you used for hull breaches and fires, and in space it meant you were supposed to go to the nearest emergency shaft and put on a spacesuit. On Vartumna it means go to an assembly point and wait for instructions. The closest assembly point is the children's creche, but from the opposite direction you hear shouting and loud popping noises. Gunfire? Is the colony under attack? Hide in the creche. You find Diz in the creche and join him in hiding under the arts and crafts table. The lights are dim. You scared? He asks quietly. Nods silently. Diz shrugs. I thought I would be, but I'm not, he says. I'm not scared of stuff like this. You can't help but glance at the holoprojector on the wall, the one that electrocuted your classmate Tammy earlier this year. The glowing bear looms over the room and for a moment looks more like a monster than a toy. Oh, that. Wow. You grew up here. It feels weird to be hiding here, like you're just little kids again. You hear more gunfire and yelling, but within half an hour they play the all-clear tone. Chief Surveyor Tonin comes in to let you know it's all safe now as the lights come back on. You glance at the hologram teddy bear again. Tonin was Tammy's dad. How can he be sure it's safe? How can he be sure anything is safe? You're relieved when your parents arrive with an ashen-faced Cal. They won't talk about what happened at Geoponics. Okay. After 2 weeks of darkness with the blue sun barely skimming the horizon, it begins to move higher in the sky and daytime returns. The council admits they don't know how the gates were opened or how the creatures got in. Some of the attacking creatures were once thought to be docile. Others were species nobody had seen before. It was like something had driven them to assault the colony. At least nobody was killed. This time. Alright. Early quiet. Alright, we are 11. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna end up mostly getting friendship with them. Maybe Anemone, because I do want to increase my bravery. So, yeah. But we need to rest. But first we're gonna see who to talk to around here. Hello, Mars. You know, Solane, you're alright, Mars says as you approach. You blink at her, trying to figure out what she means. You're an alright what? At your stunned silence, Mars laughs and tosses her hair over her shoulder. You're alright, she repeats. You actually have good taste, unlike all these other nullheads. Ever since we landed, it's been help with this, Mars, and don't waste resources on that, Mars. It's boring. At least you understand the importance of sophistication. If you say so. You shoot the breeze with Mars a bit longer. At some point, Dis skulks out of the living quarters and has to pass by you both, clearly trying not to draw your attention. Where is he going now? Mars mutters to you, then raises her voice so Dis can hear. Try not to get eaten by aliens, she calls out to Dis. If you die out there, they can't use your body for fertilizer. Don't be a waste. I mean, he is. Maybe a bit more than a little weird, but yeah. I guess he is a little weird. Dis scurries towards the walls, not looking back. It's not about being weird, it's just like he never wants to do anything with us. Doesn't he know he's making himself an outcast? We're all stuck here together, so like, get it together, Dis, you know? Mars looks at her nails. He doesn't care about contributing to the colony, or being popular, or earning kudos, or anything important. That feels a bit rude, but sure. What do you contribute, Mars? Mars laughs and puts her hands on her hips. I contribute plenty, and you know it, Solane. People need someone to tell them what to do, don't they? I mean, sure. That's what leaders are for. Yeah, no, I need time off. I'm just talking to people. Hi, Dad. You're looking a little worn out, my little firefly. Your dad greets you, looking concerned. You know, despite what your mom might say, there is such a thing as too much work. Maybe some R&R over in the lounge would help recharge those solar cells. What do you say? Maybe I just need a hug. Your dad throws his arms wide. Well, get in here, tiger butter. Okay, that's a weird one. After a long hug, you do feel a little better. Your dad gives incredible hugs. Well, I'm still going to rest, but yeah. Okay. Then we're gonna do that. But yeah, rest. Relax in the lounge. You nestle in the cushions, close your eyes, and listen to music. You have an archive of over 100 years of music to choose from, but still, you wonder what new songs they're writing these days, 10 million light years away on Earth. The only new music you've heard is when the adults have come up with a new space shanty. It's nice, good music for harmonizing with your friends as you work, but it's not really something you want in your ears all the time. Well, we'll keep it all. Yes. So much has happened in the last month since the monster attack during Glow. The idea of this planet as a peaceful utopia has been shattered. The security squads are training new members and keeping close watch on the gates now. They are reinforcing the walls and even installing a few robotic turrets. In class, you have drills on what to do if the colony is attacked again. In all the excitement, you forgot today was your birthday. Your parents haven't forgotten. They wake you up early with enthusiastic shouts of "Surprise!" A Vartumnan year is only a little longer than a year on Earth, so you've taken up its calendar for birthdays. Yours is in the second month of quiet. Spark snow drifts slowly past your porthole window as you snuggle with your dad. Your mom climbs up too and sits on the edge of your bed. Your dad pulls a bowl of fruit from behind his back with a flourish like a magic trick. At least you think it's fruit. What are those? Yeah, they look weird. Bobber fruit, your dad grins. The foragers have been picking these just outside the walls. They might look funny, but they're tasty. Try one. You take a cautious bite. The pulp is soft and tastes a bit like lemon, only more blue. I bet you can't wait to join the surveyors out there, your dad says wistfully. Who knows what else you'll find. Solane is not allowed outside the gates, your mom interrupts, her voice sharp. It's too dangerous for kids. Well, I know, but eventually, your dad says, but your mom cuts him off again. But not now, your mom replies. Not since the attack. Not with everything we know is out there now. You knew about the monsters. Admit it. Your parents exchange a heavy look. The surveyors knew there was something dangerous out there we hadn't encountered yet, your mom admits after a guilty silence. But we didn't know it would attack the colony. We thought if we closed the gates and stayed inside, it wouldn't see us as a threat. We didn't want to scare everyone, your dad adds. It was just a precaution. Even still, your mom says, it's clear that everyone should know how to defend themselves if it happens again. To be clear, this includes knowing when to run away, your dad adds. Security Chief Rhett's offering self-defense lessons at the garrison, you know. Even for kids. If you're interested, you should drop in sometime. Maybe that's what we should do. Your mom gives you a stern look. And I've heard stories of kids sneaking outside the walls. Dis? She says grimly. If I catch you doing that, I'm going to put a chip in your ear. You laugh. What a good joke. Your mom doesn't laugh. What? Me? Never. Yeah, you better never, your mom retorts, crossing her arms. Chill, Mom. Okay. So, let's go here. So that one gives bravery and toughness. So what does this give? Oh, combat and animals. Interesting. I think that would probably also be useful. So let's do defense training. You attend your first session of Security Chief Rhett's self-defense classes. It's a small class, mostly security officers and other adults. You and Anemone are the only kids. She gives you a wink and a cheesy thumbs up as you listen to Rhett rant about how everyone in the colony needs to learn self-defense. You could be walking along thinking you're safe within the walls and a flying animal could swoop out of the sky. Then what would you do? Rhett chops the air with his hand. I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to chop that beast right in the throat. Hiya! Okay, Rhett. He points at the assembled class. But only if you learn what I'm about to teach you. And the only way to learn is by doing. Who wants to volunteer for a demonstration? Let's be brave. Step forward. The security chief doesn't scare you, or so you pretend. Rhett is like the biggest adult you know, and he's so intense. You step forward and Rhett nods as he crouches down. Okay, he says, I'm a manticore stalking you through the forest. What do you do? A manticore, well, that one has a scorpion tail. So I don't know if I really want to kick it in the face. But sure, let's be brave. I kick it in the face. You try to kick Rhett as he approaches you. He easily grabs your foot and flips you onto the mat. Ouch. Wrong. Use your brain, Solane. The first thing you do is call for help. Then you run. Rhett grabs your forearm and hauls you off the ground. Only engage with the enemy when there's no other alternative. No one walks away from a fight without getting hurt, so the first rule of self-defense is to not put yourself in situations where you need to fight. Anemone still thinks you're cool for acting tough. She gives you another thumbs up. Once you've learned situational awareness, we'll move on to hand-to-hand self-defense, drawing on a variety of martial arts. Only when I'm confident that you're ready will we advance to weapons. There aren't that many weapons in the colony, mostly stun gloves and batons, with a few plas rifles. You hope you don't have to use them, but it'll be good to know how. Get to work. That's how you use them. Okay. Good to know. Okay, we're in late quiet. Anyone want to talk? No? Well, I'm thinking that we're gonna do some more of this. Or some more here. We're going to play sports ball. Mars may not be as skilled a sports ball player as Anemone, but she plays hard. She orders people around like a team captain, but she isn't so great at passing the ball. She'd rather be the star. Her favorite thing is to spike the ball right into the opposing net stop's body. It's not a legal move, but she's done it so many times that the opposition now stands further back when Mars has the ball, which is exactly what she wants.
Did you see that?
Anemone complains to you during a break.
Morse wouldn't pass the ball to either of us for 10 whole minutes. Somebody has to do something.
Anemone looks at you questioningly.
I don't have high enough persuasion. No.
Yes, let Mars be Mars. You keep passing Mars the ball, and she keeps trying to spike it from the net in huge wide shots that often miss. She gets another penalty for holding the ball for too long when Anemone is clearly open. At least Mars is getting better at those long shots, and she seems happy.
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh. 6 bravery.
And we're in early pollen. Now let's check again if anyone wants to talk. Oh, hello, Dad. Yeah, yes, you? Okay. You meet your dad adjusting a water bought in your mom's flower garden. He's having a sneezing fit, his eyes runny and red. You're alarmed. You've never seen him look sick before. People were hardly ever ill on the stratospheric, except sometimes when the zero-G rooms made them queasy. Not to worry, my little beanstalk, he says nasally. I'll be fine. It's just this pollen making my head a little stuffy. He wipes his nose with a handkerchief and looks around. Everywhere you turn, the air is soupy and tinged with pink from all the floating pollen. On Earth, your dad tells you, we used to call this hay fever. Even though it had nothing to do with hay, your mom cuts in, carrying a large bouquet of flowers. The native flowers seems to be in full bloom this time of year. She buries her nose deep in them. And they smell fantastic. Your dad smiles kindly and agrees that they sure are beautiful. Then he blows his nose loudly. Sniff the flowers tentatively. They do smell good, and they look harmless. Your dad's eyes look so sad, but maybe that's just the allergies. Hey, Solane, I know the last few weeks have been very hard for you. This might be a good time to relax and stick around the quarters wing. I don't need it.
I'm gonna keep working.
I need... What was I missing for that? Right, it was persuasion. Where do we get persuasion from? That's bravery. I have forgotten. Ah, there. Okay. Let's do humanities then. Oh. You can register for... Ooh, interesting. Sure. Using Congruence's HoloNet scheduling system is almost a test on its own. You feel like a hacker navigating the confusing interface, but manage to add your name to the list of drop-in students. You're now eligible to join Tangent and some of the older students in engineering classes. Cool. What exactly does it give? Engineering and reasoning. Okay. Well, we wanted persuasion, so let's get that up to 10. You're bringing supplies to Medbay when you see something unusual. Tangent curled up on a bed, her head pillowed on a rolled-up lab coat. She's fast asleep. You stop and stare. You never see Tang sleeping. She's always so busy. You're surprised she even has time to nap. You turn to leave her in peace when you bump into Anemone.
Whoa, Anemone says. She hardly ever sleeps, like just a couple of hours a night. Is she sick or something?
You look back at Tangent, snoozing peacefully.
I'm so jealous of her genetic enhancement,
Anemone says, rubbing at one of the scales sprouting on her jawline.
She hardly needs to sleep at all. She probably stayed up all night studying for this morning's history test. Shh, let's let her sleep.
Tang's hollow palm beeps a soft alarm. She sits up and stretches, looking totally refreshed and alert. She sees you watching her and looks annoyed. Just a power nap, she says. No reason to gawk. Get to work. There we go. And now our persuasion is 10. Woo! Mid-pollen. Let's just look around. Should probably spend time with Cal. But that will happen next time, because I am ending this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider leaving a like and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye!